Hello, YouTube. This is Kevin with Thompson's Reloading Bench, and today we've got a little press on the table here, and I seen this on Optics Planet about a month ago, and it was on sale. I got this. It is the Lee Anniversary Reloading Kit, so it's the 50th anniversary. So here's what is in the box, and I've got several presses. As y'all know, I like some of the older presses, and I've got 308 set up on the lineman here. And if you look under here, if we go under the bench, here's my other rollout bench, and that is my Eagle Cobra press. I do a lot of work on it too. I can let the children help me deep prime and things of that nature. So I've got several presses, and they do a fine job. And I was doing some 308 right here. Here's some that I fired the other day. I'm actually going to put these over here. I'm getting ready to put them in the tumbler. So I've got assortment here. I've got some 30-30 in here. What is that? Got some, what is that, 270? Let me see, I can't even remember what was that. What was that? Yeah, I got 270, 30-30. 5.56. I got some 5.56 here, and I've got some 243, and I've got some 308 as well. I need to get that out. I hadn't got it out of my bag over here, but we'll get ready to put that in some walnut media here for long. But I just wanted to open this, show you a new addition to the reloading bench, and we've got the primer system for this is the breech lock press. As you can see here, I've not even put it together yet. It does have the bushing, so this is what it comes with. We're just going to move this out of the way. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit. That was from my trickler, little granules of powder. Put that up there. I'm also going to be loading before long. I hadn't started loading yet, but I'm going to be loading from a 380 40 9mm. I'm not loading right now on pistols. I do have a set of 45 dies in the Lee, but right now I'm not loading pistol right now. Right now I'm working on rifle, and that's the reason why I've got this press right here. I was going to use this for the rifle, and then I was going to set up pistol on this one, and then I was going to do some deep priming and swaging on the Cobra. So I just wanted to have a little bit of a little bit of an option, and I'll probably put this press. I'll probably put this one probably somewhere right here. We'll see about that. I don't know exactly yet. Before long, what I'm going to do is this is an old piece of flooring that came out of an old shop. It's reclaimed wood. And this is some old 2x4s, and reclaimed. Every bit of it's reclaimed. So it didn't cost me nothing to build this. That's an old countertop. I reclaimed that. Actually, I was given all the wood you see in the shop, and I used the 1/4-inch plywood, the AB plywood. It's not finished grade or nothing. It's a little rough. It's not too bad, but I may finish that out and paint that at some point. But we're still building on the shop, still trying to get it all set up. We've got the priming down tube, and then, of course, that just hooks up right there. And then when it gets filled up, you can take that off. And, of course, a lot of y'all knows what the press consists of. Here's the quick trim that goes in the top, and it goes right in the top. It's the case trimmer, so that's going to be a nice addition. Of course, here's the handle. Okay, so we've got some case. It's the case conditioning. Now this locking stud right here actually goes inside of this, so that is nice to have right there. Of course, we've got some case lube, resizing lube right there, which I like some Eagle blood. It's real good, and it don't get that hydraulic You don't get the hydraulic. This is years and years, a number of years old. This is actually my grandfather's, along with, well, did you see that? Boy, what a mess I just made. Lost the primer, along with this. And this has seen a lot of use, and I should have been more careful because the little lobes on it is a little wore. But this is the old Lee press, and I lost another primer. That's okay. I'll get these primers up here in a minute, and I'll just take a magnet and boop, get them on up. But this is the old press, and I can hand press. I can even prime on my old press or this press, but I think I'm gonna like the priming system on this press. Now I like this powder system that I have right here. It's old school, but basically this is your gauge. It's an old Pacific, and you gotta, what you would do to set this, I don't want to do it because I've got it set up from a 308, but you basically, you screw this down, loosen that up just a tiny bit, and you put it together, and basically what it does is, if you can see it, I don't know, but on the inside, the inner part I don't allow but so much powder. So once you set the measurement here instead of on the actual powder measure, and then you put it in the hole, and then you press that handle and let it go, and it fills it all the way up to the top with powder, and then you can pour it out on the scale. So I really like that powder scale. My grandfather gave me that, and I really do enjoy that powder measure. But this kit come with, and I'm going to try it, and like I said, I may have two. It never hurts to have two. You can't have too much reloading equipment, in my opinion. If you had 5 presses, I mean, that's not too much. But this is the scales. I have been using, where's it at? Right here. I have been using my Frankfurt Arsenal, and it does good, but this is the safety scale right here. I'll show you here, which y'all probably done seen it. But it never hurts to have a couple different scales to verify. Right here is the priming system for the press, and I'm gonna, right here's a new funnel. I've been using that black funnel, which works pretty good too, but this one works just as well. That is a Lee branded funnel right there. Well, that one won't fit in there. I thought it would, but it won't. Nope, it won't fit in there. But anyway, that's a funnel, of course. And here's your stuff for the mount for your, and the collet, or the down tube, the adjustment for the Lee powder measure. And as you can see, that's all that's in the box. So we're going to get all this set up, and I believe it'll be a great addition to the shop here. But I was going to show you something else. I was going to show you, now this ain't all of them, and but I was going to show you how I use and do my firearm inventory or catalog. Now this, I just have started it, so I ain't got but a couple of my firearms in here, but I'm getting ready to enter some pistols in here in just a minute. But I'm actually using numbers. I'm using numbers on the Mac. I ain't going to show you the price and all, but I'll show you kind of, I don't want to show you the serial numbers, of course, but I want to show you kind of how it is and how that works. And then in the same way, if I take and that goes down in the same way, I have using numbers once again to keep all my load data. This is the last load that I loaded right here, which is Winchester 308. There's the date, all the information, the powder. So this is another way that I am keeping my load data and keeping it straight, is on the computer. So if y'all have a Mac, this app is free. It's built into it. And I've also got the Hornady, the online Hornady reloading book. And that's through Apple Books right on my computer, so I can pull that up and verify that, because I don't want to use any, data that's not been verified. But as you can see, that is just numbers. Let me do it like that. Maybe y'all can see better. That's just numbers. And I use numbers, and I also use books. And see, if I go to books here, you can see some of the books, some of my kids' books. But if I go right here and I pull up, I can see the Hornady right here and pull up the handbook. And so I've got all that. I've got that one bookmarked, so I've got it right there. But I can also change the page on the keyboard. Just if I want to go up there and change the page, click on the window. Click on this page, I can just change it like that. So this is going to be a good addition to the shop. And so we're going to set all this up, and then we'll come back on here and show us using some of it. So y'all hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. And so earlier, you seen how we was doing the unboxing of the Lee, the 50th anniversary kit. So now we've got some things set up. We've got the perfect powder measure set up. And we're still loading some 308 right here. I'm just going to load about 10 rounds. And I have been shooting this. This right here is the Hornady, the soft point in 308. This is 150 grain. So that's the 150 grain soft point boat tail. I shot a few of these, got a few of them left. The kind of odd vibration sound in the background is some brass tumbling off the other side of the reloading shop. So, but man, these little cases come in real handy to keep. But and I have loaded some loads to match that load. Let me go get over here, and I will show you some of the loads that I loaded the other day, and I'll give you the load data here. Now it looks like we still have 8 rounds of this left. As you can see here, we have, let's see if I can get this camera to focus. So we loaded this on 12/12/20, which was Saturday. It's this brass. This is brand new brass. I just have primed it. I'm going to prime a few more. I'm going to show you that here on the new Lee. I'm going to prime a few. I'm still got to get used to this little deal. I'm used to having the primer sticks, the old-fashioned primer sticks. Where you get them up, and then you turn it over like this. You pull the pin, and it comes down through the drop, and then you push it forward. So still get used to that. I've never had a Lee precision press. I've had different models, but anyway. So excuse the noise that you hear. Somebody texted me, but I basically tried to duplicate the Hornady right here. This is the same projectile. It is the Hornady. If you can see right there, the soft point, the SP boat tail. So I tried to replicate that, except now this is Winchester brass, Winchester primers. So I made up a few rounds. We got 8 rounds. I sighted in the 380, but we're just using Winchester WLRs right now, and primers are kind of scarce. These are in the stashes. There are a few older primers, but they work just fine. Had no problem with the ignition. And of course, as you can see, we've got some ballistic tip, and these are, you see, these are 150 grain, and of course they're ballistic tip. But they are boat tail, so they're a boat tail ballistic tip here. And I'll get one to show you here. It is a boat tail ballistic tip. Hopefully the camera can zoom in on that. So we've got some up on the computer. We've got some load data from Nosler there. I will turn you around here, see if I can get you camera around to the computer, but unfortunately you can't see it, so I'm putting this voiceover in to complete this scene. That is at 42.4. So that is at 42.4. So it needs a little bit, so we're just going to start screwing this little trickler here until it starts trickling. It takes a minute for it to go down. Now we're starting to trickle some on them there. Sometimes you gotta just go ahead and run it up right there. So right there, we're at a perfect weight, and got to show y'all some priming. Let me see how many pieces of brass that I have that's not primed here. So from here back to my, no, that one ain't primed. So we've got a few more to prime here with the Lee. Okay, so we got 3 pieces right here that need some priming. So we're just going to do a little bit of priming right here on the Lee press, and I do like the positive feel on the primer. You can tell it seats real good. These are Winchester primers that I'm seating here, and this is also Winchester brass. So now this little tray right here, it is quite tricky. This little contraption is a little different, you know, but you basically pull it up. Get my chair out of the way. You pull it up, and you come over here like this. It's a little. What am I out? I might be out of primers here. Well, I'm out of primer. That's why I stopped priming. So let me get a few more primers. So this contraption just Mrs. Thompson Reloading Bench just walked in behind us off of camera, and she just got back from her walk. But this little deal right here, you just push it forward, and it's got a lever. It's lever actuated, and it goes by and you press it down. I've got my other one hanging up there. I painted it. I didn't like that white look, so I painted it black. And I may get some red paint. I don't know, I'm weird. And I may paint this red. But right now, so the way this works is simple. You go on the back and front, you can see it says lock and open. You just simply slide that down, and then you can open it up. I like that on the inside, that when you put the primers, it has a turning tray built in. So we're going to just put about tape. I don't want that tape to. We're going to put a row in here, which is 10, just for right now, and just don't want to lose no primers. They're as precious as gold in those days we're living in. And them 2 little suckers are stuck in there. Oh, I didn't have it right. Okay, so there's 30 out of that pack that's gone. And the neat little thing about this, it's got a built-in turning tray. You just see that? 2 little jiggles. And then this mechanism, when you go, now when it's down, the primers won't come out. But when you lock it back in position, you want to notice which way. And right here, if you can see it, it says LG, and that's for, of course, large. And then the other one, the other arms over there, is for small. So you've got 2 different trays, and then you just want to pay attention, and you lock that in on there like that right there, and then give it a little wiggle, and it shoots down, and it's ready. And you just take this, and you slip it on one side, on the ear on the other. All right, and then You basically just hold this like this. And then you can put the primer on like that. I don't know if you can see here, but there's primers in there now. So I can pull that priming rod back down, and I lost the primer. I just noticed that. So I'm going to take another piece of brass, and that kind of gets in your way a little bit. I may come up with something better, but for right now I'm reaching over like this, and I'm just coming down, and I'm just using my hand and thumb to seat it, to seat the round. And you can feel that positive pressure, and you can see that seat is perfect. I mean, it's the same every time. It's a whole lot more consistent, I will be honest, than what's on the Lyman or the Cobra. It's actually just as good as using your Lee hand primer, which this is not a bad unit. If I wanted to prime this, right here's a primer, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in there. Oh, oops. That ain't going to work because, yeah, I've got the wrong plate in there. But anyway, I forgot that I had changed it. But, but basically it's the same concept. I don't think that's, well, yeah, it will too. Hold on a minute. I don't have the wrong plate in there. Check this out. Alright, so it's the same concept. You slid it in there. You just give it a good push. Which this is, you gotta really push it to seat it. And when it bottoms out, it's seated. And virtually it's the same depth as the hand priming tool. I mean, within a half a thousandths. So that's 10 pieces of brass all done up. I like the Lee hand primer, but to be honest, I think the on the press is a whole lot better. I think it's a little quicker. This, I've got the other piece, which I'm going to take it off right now, and I'm going to hang it up. Get these scissors out of the way and hang it up where it goes. I just shuffle stuff around sometimes. But I like this, but this one is very old, and as you can see, it's had some use, and well, if you ain't careful, it'll spill your primer. So I like this one. This is one of the first designs that they come out with that was very, very old. So I do use that one, but we have got the first charge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this first 43 charge, and we're just going to simply put it. Now I like to visually inspect it. I pull the block to me. I go ahead and give it a little tap like this with the powder funnel, because like I said earlier, now it's all gone, but like I said earlier, this powder, and as far as case capacity, I don't know if you can see that, but it's almost full. So so that's that, and we're actually going to have to get the cedar die. This is the cedar die, and we're going to have to put us a ballistic tip. This is what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to load 10 rounds of the ballistic tip, and we're going to go at 150 grain, 43.0 grains. So I just put my cedar in this press. I have not as of yet set the seating depth. So that started it, so we're definitely going to have, what was that? There's something in the way? So I can feel that I'm going to have to get a little bit more. Now we'll have to, and I know that ain't far enough, but to show you, we're going to have to get the not micrometers, but the calibers out. Luckily, I've already got them set, and I know that we're around 6.5 thousandths over. So we're going to go ahead and twist down about a turn and a half on the cedar. We're going to slide that back in there. And that felt about right. Let's see where we're at for the overall depth. Oh, we're close. We're close. And the overall, let me check one more time with my load data. The overall is 2.810. So let's go ahead and make sure we go ahead and scale and calibrate this set of calibers right here. There's 0 about, and let's get a precise measurement just so we can see where we're at. So we are under a little bit. So let's look at the factory loads. Let's go to where the factory loads is. Let's set it from this and see where we're at. That way we can see. I had it set the other day. Now this is 2752, which we're already a little bit longer, 2752. I think we're going to come down if the overall length on the caliper with the ballistic tip is 80. I think we're going to come right down to, I think we're going to come to 2780. Right now we're at 2782. I just feel like that 2780 would be probably the right depth. And so we're going to try that right there and see, and I believe that's going to be good for the overall. Okay, so we have achieved what we wanted. We have achieved a ballistic tip. Now, as you could probably tell, the cantilever is not on. You know what? I believe I'm going to bring it down. I know it says 280. I believe I'm going to bring it down to 2760. And the only reason why is I got a new gun, and I want to, try to be a little easier on the action. I believe I'm going to come down to 2760 on this projectile, and we'll see where that's at right there. Champ wants to be in the video today. Say, I want to be in the video. He's trying to give me his bone. Y'all can't see him, but he's under the reloading bench. He has a bed under there. Well, that's looking good right there. 2774. 2774. Throw bullets at you, champ. Throw bullets at you. Yeah, see, this is 2760. We'll go down. We'll go down 1,500. And now keep in mind, I don't have to do this. Pull this 1,500 off. I'm doing it for personal preference because I know that these American whitetail, they chamber very, very nicely. And I just feel a longer length, even by 3 or 4 thousandths, I believe it's going to make a little bit harder. So I'm gonna go down just a little bit. Let's see where we're at right there. Okay, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'm not going a whole lot. And I lost the bullet again. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's our lucky deal right there. I think we got it right there. Well, it would be nice if I could get this camera back over here. It'd be nice if I could quit dropping stuff. So we're gonna back it off just a little bit. I think we've got it right there. So that is our Sierra. You can see just a little bit right there where the bullet went in, which is okay. So I think that right there is going to, I think it's going to do good. So that's what we have now. And so we're going to make a few more. And we'll see where we're at when we get done. So I have noticed on this, I will say, that I noticed just by working here, some grains to fall out. So I don't know exactly what's up with that. I'm going to look on the inside of it a little bit and see what's up. I'm not sure exactly why it's doing that. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to do another throw here. And the scale went to sleep. Okay, I had to recalibrate my scale. Right on 43. So we're just going to use the funnel. We're just going to pull it right here. A whole lot smoother that time on that last throw. I did remember just that, just ever so slight. So we're going to go ahead and do a little trickle right here. Get that up to where we need to be. Alright, right there, dead on it. So we're going to try this funnel again. I don't know why that funnel didn't do like it was supposed to last time. I don't think I had it seated properly. Granules want to stick on this funnel like something crazy. Get down there. So I kind of have to take my finger and do it. Because if you can see, there's some speckles of granules on there. So now we're just going to take it. And I think we've got the seeding depth correct. We're just going to put just going to get it up in there. I'm going to seed it. And I'm going to take this priming leg out because it's in the way all the time right now. And I'm going to put the leg in my little tray. All this is from Harbor Freight. It just holds your crimpers, some tools, and we've got a chamfer and all this right here. Check this out. We can just get the rose right there just like that. If there was some, it's a brand new brass, so it don't exactly need it. And then you got your primer pockets. These don't need it, but if you had a primer pocket that needed it, you just do your primers like that. And I've got some little doodads in there. So I just use that right up under that washer, and it just stays there magnetically. So that's nice to have that right there. And so we're going to do another throw. Getting the hang of that little primer throw now. That's what was wrong. It didn't come quite tight enough and it was leaking. Once I tightened this up, it quit leaking. So we're going to have to dump some of this out. That was a little heavy. So we're going to put it right on 43 grains. Okay, got right on 43. We're just going to bring it over here. Seat my funnel. I tell you, that stuff, that powder is really sticky on that. I just had to push it down with my finger. It's still on there. Good night. Get down in there. That's some of that extruded powder, boys. Something else, as you can see, you want to visually check the powder charge. And so we're just going to slide it in. And we're going to put the projectile on it. And we're just going to seat it like that right there. Might as well go ahead and give it a little check. Make sure we're good. Make sure we're good. I have to zero it out. We're good on that one. Good on that one. So we're going to go ahead and give it another charge. Check the charge on this one. Might have to dial this thing back down. It's throwing a little heavy. A little heavy. Dead on right there. Dead on 43. So we ain't gonna load but 10 rounds here of this. Okay, we're just gonna take it, put it in the press. We're gonna seat it. Oh yeah. Sharp looking ballistic tip. So we're gonna go ahead and get us another throw here. I like just jiggle it. Seems like it comes out more accurate when you jiggle it in the pan. So that one was 2 grains off. It's 42.8. Now we're dead on with the tripler. Don't usually have to do this with this powder. For some reason, I don't know why, but the 33, the 30, 31, awful sticky for some reason. So I don't know what the deal is there. Let's get a check right here. We're good. Okay, there we go. I was going to say that didn't want to go down there all the way. So let's go ahead and put some metal throw. We're going to start to like this. Once I got it set up, that grain that fell out come from the tripler, not the powder throw. Alright, dead on right there. Dead on the money. Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all like what you see, do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe. I'm just old country boy, and I just like reloading. It's just something I like to do. I'm not the best at it. By no means am I professional. By no means do I know it all. I learn something all the time about it. And there's still, I have to learn. still a lot that I have to learn. I believe I do like this Challenger press. It seems like it's a really nice, and so far it's throwing, consistent. I mean, it's consistent. Setting up on the breech lock. I've never owned a breech lock, but that thing's doing a good job here. So we're going to continue to use it, and we're going to continue to see how it does and how it performs. So got a few more. We're just going to load 10 for right now. Oh, got a few rows to get in there. There we go. All right, that extruded powder is pretty good. This is my first time loading 308 with 3031. I've not had a whole lot of experience loading with the 3031. So this is the first loads that I have actually loaded for the 308 with the 3031 and the Nosler Ballistic tip. So I'm loading these for hunting, for deer hunting, and so we're gonna see how that does, and we'll report back, and we'll let you know, of course, how that turns out. Let's see. Wow. Okay. I must have pulled way too much out. Let's get this up to 43 grains, about there. About 8 grains off, so it was my fault. It was 1 grain over, and I poured way too much out. There we go, dead on. Well, I tell you, this powder sure does stick to this funnel. It even sticks up here in the powder measure. Some sticky powder, I tell you. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw these out, verify them right quick. Way we know what we got going on. That one's a little heavy. Still a little heavy. 4 grains over that time. I know that's going to be under because I can tell. Yep, dumped 6 grains too many. About there. Right on the money. Throw another charge. This is our last charge. Hopefully it will be on. A little heavy. Okay. Still a little heavy. Right there it is. Okay, I'll get a few extra grains out of there. Come out that funnel. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have all. Go ahead and turn the scale off. We have all the powder measured out. So now we're just going to run through it and see these. And we'll get a measurement. See where they're at. Good. I know you ain't got to check every one of them, but I like to. It just verifies that, you know. Oh, did you see that? I about put it on there without the bullet in it. Did you see that? Okay, last round. So, I'm not going to be able to shoot these today. Unfortunately, it's a nasty day out there. It's been raining all day. It's just been a nasty day, so I'm not going to be able to shoot these today. But I'm hoping to get to shoot them next weekend. Because of course I'm going out of town. I got to go, of course, to California as usual. But we're going to take this extra powder. We're going to go ahead and roll this powder measure off. Now I do like that you can turn that powder measure off. And we're going to go like this just in case any extra falls. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the tray and we're going to dump it out so we can dump everything back into the bottle there. That way we'll make sure there ain't no contamination. And we really appreciate you tuning in. You know, like I said, I am by no means a professional. But I really like the Lee breech lock. I'm going to put the other primer on there next week. I painted it black, of course. And I may paint, may take this part off and paint that red. I don't know, we'll see. I just thought, I don't know, I don't like that white look, but it's a solid, smooth press. I do like the priming arm. I do like that arm pretty good. Just slides in there and seems to work very nicely. Just drops in. And so, anyway, I thank y'all for watching. Come back for the next video. And we just want you to give us, if you thought the content was any count, just give us a like and a share. And just hit that subscribe button so you'll get a notification next time we go live. Next time we upload a video.